How's it going? I'm Roger from the band Less Than Jake, and we're with Vinyl Mag. That's her.
That's me. Yeah. Okay, so this is your first album of new material since 2008.
Yeah,
Like
roughly speaking. It's a weird kind of thing. Yeah, it is. It's not our first thing that we've done since 2008.
Right.
It's our first like kind of proper record where the whole thought process was like focused on one, overall idea. The other stuff that we've done was more like singles and like, fun stuff.
Now, why is now the right time to produce like a full length?
I don't really know. That's a kind of a good question. I mean, we did the GNVFLA record totally like on our own, on our own label and all that, and that was the record we were talking about, 2008. And then we kind of just had some fun. We did some TV covers that we did on our own label, and then we just did this. We did in my studio, and then we did the 2 EPs that we did last year, and that was never meant to be a full record. It was just kind of like sort of an experiment in recording and kind of like what kind of sounds can we get and that kind of stuff. And the songs we thought about them a lot, but we thought about them as individual little things, you know what I mean? Individual little tests. And then that all got thrown together and made into a full record, the Greetings Salutations thing that just came out just early this year. So,
right.
But it wasn't, I know it was definitely different. But this time around it was, we were just like, it has to be an album, it has to be meant to be listened to for the full 30 minutes or whatever the length of your
So whose idea was the TV EP or whatever, with all the covers? That was awesome.
I mean, I'll take credit for a lot of it, but this, we all have ideas, and sometimes something just kind of gets thrown around, and then the next thing you know, where everyone's really just, when are we going to do that? So I don't really even know, but we've done that kind of stuff in the past. It's had been a while, so it was really fun to do, and a lot of those songs are really fun to figure out and play. So
So who does most of the writing?
It's kind of a weird split. It's the band's always kind of had a lot of people involved in all the songs. It's never like, I write all the songs. Our drummer, Vinny, writes, a good huge chunk of the lyrics. He names all the songs and stuff like that. And I write a lot of the music. And Chris writes a lot of songs. And JR has also been writing songs in the last few, things that we've done. And those guys work out their horn parts, and I work together with them with horn parts, and, we all kind of contribute to harmonies. It's a really involved thing, because it's not... For us, it's a lot less than just that initial creation of the song. That's one thing, but like all the layers with the horns and stuff make a difference.
The album leaked in full on Halloween.
Oh, that's all right. Well, actually, to be honest, the label just said, screw all this leaking stuff. We're just gonna send it out early. So it doesn't really.
Because I always wonder, like, a lot of the time bands leak it themselves.
Yeah, we weren't really planning on it, but they just kind of sent out the people that ordered it. Like pre-ordered it from Fat Records. They got it pretty early.
Yeah. So what has the response been like?
Seems pretty good. People seem to get it, and they like it, and they like the songs.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. Yeah, it's been a good reception initially. I mean, my mom likes it, but she's kind of a little biased, so.
Yeah. So it's mom approved?
Yeah, mom approved.
For, I guess, longtime fans who haven't heard it yet, which I guess that don't really exist.
Yeah.
But what would you tell them they can expect on this record that they haven't heard before?
Well, and haven't heard before. It's just different. You haven't heard these songs before. It really is a Less Than Jake record. It sounds like sort of what I think. I mean, I'm the producer of the record, but it's what we kind of all think as a band, like what the band is supposed to sound like. And after like a lot of years in recording and different experiences with all that, like, we kind of think that we maybe have some of that figured out. So we like feel like, yeah, this is what we're supposed to do.
So what made you go back to Fat?
Well, honestly, Mike had heard some of the songs on those EPs that we were talking about, and it was kind of in a way his idea to put it together and release it. So that kind of just got the communication back open, and we were kind of knowing that we were going to do like a full length, make like an album or whatever, and just kind of real open communication. Oh, we'd love to put it out. Okay, cool. And so we were even in the middle of writing songs for it, and we already kind of knew that Fat was going to put it out. Yeah. No matter what. So.
Did they just let you do what you want to do? Because a lot of records are like dictating a lot of things.
Yeah, it's not like they're not like that. There wasn't ever like any approval of the songs, or no one ever heard the songs before the final mix were completely done and the checks were already sent and all that.
That's awesome.
I mean? There was definitely some trust there, and I think some of that came from the stuff that we did before. It was like, oh, well, these guys, they can figure it out, whatever.
Yeah. Y'all are known as a band that's really big on fan interactions and having a big show for the band. I like to use my hands.
Yeah, I like that.
And so do y'all have anything special planned for tonight?
Oh, well, we have a new stage show. We have a bunch of stuff, and we're kind of trying to play some new songs and introduce the record a little bit. We just haven't really, we haven't really done a full headline tour where we have an encore and all that stuff. We haven't really done that in the States in a long time. So, I think that the package is great. Like all the bands together that we're touring with, it's the Fat Records tour. So, got a bunch of bands from Fat Records. We've got the Mass Intruder guys, which are totally awesome, and people
Do y'all
totally
get to
dig them.
choose your bands, or do they just kind of?
This tour, we definitely get to choose them and that kind of thing. But this tour was sort of like a collaborative thing. Like you know, we're just kind of putting it together with Fat Records and.
What is next for you when you're done with touring?
Well, this tour will take us into December. Probably just going to kind of relax a little bit for the holidays. And then we have some stuff going on in January. We're going to go to England in February and do a tour with our buddies in Real Big Fish over there. And then on the horizon will be maybe some Australia shows and maybe another tour in the U.S. in the summertime.
Nice. Come back
so
here.
So we're going to kind of continue to make some videos and like talk about the record and have some more songs that we kind of start playing. Right now we're kind of in phase 1 of the record where we're playing the first couple songs that we've made videos for and are kind of around there and that kind of stuff. But we'll be having some new stuff come out, new songs from the record get introduced like next summer and just kind of push it along.
Yeah, awesome. Okay.
Hopefully everyone will get it and we can do a huge monster tour and
yeah, for sure.
Right on.
Yeah. And we'll be there.
Awesome, thank you.